Paying Optus today must make it feel even more real when you go to the grand final venue.
Yeah, it will. It's we've been trained there. We've been fortunate enough to train there the last couple of times and before the games. It's an amazing venue. It's like a coliseum. The level one's quite high up, so to get a feel of the ground before the biggest game of our life is pretty good.
You had a few games there recently. Does it help to feel familiar with it again?
Yeah, it definitely does. Obviously we played there against Geelong and we had a pretty good result, but the way we play and our structure and our system, we're not really fussed where we play, to be honest, as long as we just go in with the right mentality and we're happy to play anywhere.
When was the last time in your life you were this excited about something?
Oh, last time in my life I was this excited. Probably the prelim. Probably winning. Probably winning the prelim. I mean, myself and Angus have been here since 2014, and it's been up and down, and mainly downs. But to be on this journey with the football club and to finally be in a grand final that so many fans have been waiting for and been very impatient, frustrated, and to be on this journey with them and to finally be there on the biggest day that of their lives and our lives is pretty special.
Jake Lever was saying last week, I think he's the only one that's played their granny, that last time in 2017 he didn't sleep for a week in the build-up. Like, he was just so excited. Has that been a challenge for you to sort of balance, particularly with an extra week, of being excited but not wasting energy?
Yeah, it has been a little bit. I think we've been pretty fortunate to have that extra week off. So for that, it was sort of good the first week, just sort of take your mind off it and relax. And, those thoughts do come up in your mind of playing the game out and, versing the doggies and, what happens if we lose, what happens if we win type stuff. And that's just everyone goes through that, exactly. That's life. There's doubt that comes in your mind, but it's just about embracing the week, having fun, just enjoying it and knowing that, we've got to play our biggest game on Saturday and in no better way to play for the Melbourne Football Club.
A lot of people are salivating over that midfield battle as a player. What's your thoughts heading into that one?
Oh, no doubt. It's going to be exciting. They arguably got probably the best midfield in the group, in the comp, and, their depth is really strong, but we just got to go in and back our structure and our system. We probably got the better of them the first time, and then the second time they got the better of us, so it's going to be an exciting battle.
Is it one of those ones where you just take them on, there's not much negating per se, it's more so just head to head?
Oh, we'll definitely go in with a system to try and nullify or negate, some of their best players. I don't think we'll tag, or I don't know, we haven't really tagged them in the past and they haven't either. We'll probably just go head to head, so it's going to be an exciting battle.
What's been the key to the closeness of the footy team up to this point? I know you and Clayton have played a lot of footy together. What's it like to be coming out and playing in a grand final this week together with a mate who you've been playing with for so long? Yeah,
it's not just Clayton and myself. I mean, Angus and I have been here for a long, long time. Gorney, so many guys have been here before. We've had this success, and we made a commitment over the break, over the off season, to sort of come back and put words into actions, and to fulfil that and to be here, it's pretty surreal, and just to see how quickly we can turn it around and. The selflessness of the group, so many guys are accepting their role and just playing their role for the team. And, I'm pretty fortunate, in my position, I get to sort of play the way I want to play. And there's so many guys, who allow me to play that, Tom Sparrow, James Harms and guys like that. We wouldn't be a team, we wouldn't be here where we are if it wasn't for those guys.
Simon overnight picked up a major coaching award. What's he done for you personally to progress your game?
Oh, Goody's like a second dad to me. He's pretty special to me. Ever since I've got to the club, he's always backed me in. Those years where I wasn't playing some great footy and was pretty down on confidence, he's always been there to pick me up, always backed me in, never dropped me, which is good. No, he's always been an unbelievable leader, and someone that I've always found quite frustrating in terms of why he copped so much criticism. He's always been there for us boys, and he's just a human being as well. Last year was a frustrating time for all of us, and 2 years ago as well. And to see the criticism he caught was quite unfair. And to see him now being the AFL Coach of the Year is it's pretty special. Yeah.
Where's your folks going to be watching from?
Probably from home, because they can't watch it anywhere else. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. Sorry.
At the beginning of the year, you just touched on how someone was under a fair bit of pressure. As a play group, how aware were you guys of that, and how much drive did that give you to kind of ease the pressure on him?
It wasn't just him that was under pressure, it was all of us. I think we let the footy club down the last couple of years in terms of the way we're playing, and myself and Angus are in the leadership group, and as leaders we needed to do a better job of creating a great culture than people that want to come to the footy club and wear the Melbourne colours. And I'm pretty proud of what we've done this year in terms of creating an effect on people that can come to the club and want to wear, the red and blue.
And you said that you didn't get dropped, but were you ever close to getting dropped?
Probably, yeah.
Did he indicate that? Oh, mate.
Nah, no, he didn't. No.
The selflessness you talk about, it's very tangible and real on the field. You just work so much for each other and close space, and you see that when did that really kick in, do you think?
Well, it kicked in all pre-season, to be honest. Every training session we have an emphasis on and a premium on, playing your role and being selfless for the team, and you don't have to do anything other than just playing your role. And so many guys, so many teams have won premierships from that. You look at Hawthorn. John Lewis has been with us for 4 or 5 years now, and he always told about the Hawthorn days and how everyone just accepted their role, and then look at Richmond as well. And so there's no real secret to it, I think. I just think for us, we got to an age, or myself, where I'm 25 now and maturing a little bit, and you just want to win. You just want to be a part of a football club that's great and put Melbourne back on the map.
You had such a player who drove that really strongly. The role that some players have is much bigger and much more enjoyable than the roles that some other players might have. So who's the one who's saying we need to really embrace selflessness?
I think we've all sort of spoken about it. No doubt it comes from the leaders like myself, Angus, Jake Lever, Gorney, Viney. And it's sort of a little bit of a ripple effect. Once you get one person across the board and you see that the leaders are doing it, then sort of everyone just sort of understands, okay, this is what we stand for as a footy club. And to answer your question, probably, when we're probably 8-0, 7-0, you probably realise actually this actually works type thing. Actually accepting your role for the team and having fun and seeing the enjoyment out of my teammates. I've loved watching Clayton Oliver develop this year as a person, more off the field than on the field, and what he's done and how much it made him a better player on the field. And as a friend of his, it's for me, I'm really proud.
Alan Richardson said on radio this morning that it looks like you'll be training today at full strength. Stephen A, Spargo, everyone's looking good. Do you expect a few selection headaches?
Yeah, it's not. I'm glad I'm not a coach, to be honest. It's a pretty hard job to be in, but no doubt that Jaden Hunt's back and Stephen May obviously will be back with his hammy, and Sparks' ankle's all good. So whoever we choose, no matter who it is in the 44, we've got so much trust in anyone that can play their role, and that's what we've built on this year. Is if someone goes out, the next person up, and everyone understands that when you come into this team, you just have to play your role and accept where you're playing.
Gary Lyon said multiple times that this is the best Melbourne side he's seen, and you said around 7 and 8 you started to think, with the system you've got's working. Was there ever a point this year where you really did realise this group's special and you can do something pretty big?
Oh, I've always had belief in our system ever since 2018. 2019 was a frustrating year, but the talent and the camaraderie between the group has always been there, and the culture's always been great. I think it's just the on-field culture and accepting and understanding when we play for Melbourne Football Club, this is what we do. And I think over the off-season and pre-season, or probably the pre-season more, the more those habits were shown in training and they got more and more consistent, the better our team got and the more understanding we got as a football club.
Do you think we're going to see a drastically different strategy in this year's grand final, or is it just building up to what we've seen throughout the year?
In terms of the way
the way you're playing, do you think you'll take a very different approach, or the coach will tell you to take a different approach?
I don't think we'll change it. What's been working grand final day, I think the reason why we've got here is because our system has been strong, and same as the Doggies. We're both probably the best two contested teams at it, and in finals, that's when the pressure's up, is when the ball's on the ground and you need to win one-on-ones, and Doggies are great at that, and so are we. So it's going to be an exciting game, but I don't think we change much considering it's worked all year.
Thanks, Trent.
Thanks, guys.